What's up, guys? My name is Khan, and we're back today with more Scrap Mechanic, and today we're going to use glow worms as fuel. I know it sounds ridiculous, but this is just an amazing idea. I've really been enjoying, since the Scrap Mechanic update, watching all the new content creators making Scrap Mechanic content. There's so much now on Twitch and on YouTube. It's fantastic. I love it. The community is growing so much. However, I was on Twitch and I actually saw a name that was familiar, and that was a guy who goes by the name of Scrap Mechanic Labs Chief Engineer. And I'm going to include the link down in the description below, but he's actually an old veteran of Scrap Mechanic. He's been around for a long time, and he's really quite good at the game. And one of the things he mentioned in his community was using glow worms as fuel. A lot of people have been mentioning to use cows as a sort of way of moving your vehicle, where you can actually trap a cow, put some corn in front of it, and the cow will drag your vehicle along. But Scrap Mechanic Labs mentioned the idea in his stream of using glow worms as fuel. The basic principle is pretty simple. If you put cardboard down, the glow worm will move towards the cardboard. And basically, if it eats enough cardboard, it'll produce this stuff here, some glow poop, which you can use as a craftable material for other things. Now, the idea behind this is pretty simple. All we have to do is make a basic box, which I'm not sure, but we'll just make something really basic out of wood. And all we gotta do really is trap the glowworm. So I don't know if one block is high enough. I did do some testing, and I learned that if you have a 2x2 box, some fun stuff happens, so we'll try that after. But if we make a 3x3 box, we can put the glowworm in it, and if we put a piece of cardboard here, the glowworm moves, and you can see he brings the whole box with him. So he's actually pushing the box to try and get to that piece of cardboard. And if we put it, you can see he goes, and we can turn it around, put it here, and he'll just, he pushes the box. So the idea is to harness this energy. And it's not really a good source of energy necessarily for land vehicles, because there are controller engines, there are piston-powered engines. However, for a water vehicle, this is free energy that you can just use. You could have a glowworm just literally sliding a box around. And if we have enough glowworms, I think we could slide a relatively large creation around. So that's exactly what we're going to try and do today. And again, go check out Scrap Mechanic Labs on Twitch. He's a pretty decent guy, and he is definitely a veteran in this game, coming up with crazy ideas like this one. So I don't know how he does it. I haven't taken a look at any of his creations. I don't want to spoil it for myself. I want to try and figure out if we can do something cool, and then of course have everyone tell me in the comments how he did it a million times better in some crazy way that I didn't even think of. So I'm just going to start by building a really basic vehicle that can hold a bunch of glowworms. So we're going to just put 2 high walls, 3 wide, and extend this back, and we're just going to fill it with glowworms. This is going to be our engine core. Now, of course, the only problem with this vehicle is if we put it on a lift, all the glowworms are going to fall out. So we're going to have to make sure that we never put it on a lift and restock it with more glowworms. So I don't know how that's all going to work. Also, cool thing with these glowworms, if we put them in a 2x2 box, which is something interesting I learned. So let's just make a small 2x2 box. They kind of do some weird stuff. So the game is interesting. The glowworm doesn't really fit in a 2x2 box, but it doesn't stop you from placing it in a 2x2 box. So if you put it in a 2x2 box, the box, that's actually pretty passive. Sometimes it does this crazy thing. Oh, you gonna do it? You gonna, no, maybe? Sometimes it just kind of has a mind of its own. Sometimes it just doesn't want to move, or it moves a lot. Yeah, no, that one's not much. I've had it actually just launch the glowworm, like, to space. It was quite amazing. Doesn't seem to want to do it now. Oh, no, there he goes. Okay, yeah, no, he just dropped his box. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just make this into some sort of a glowworm-powered boat. And of course, we're going to have the glowworms in individual pockets. I don't want the glowworms to maybe, like, crawl over each other. I don't know how that's gonna work. So here's 6. We'll start with that and see how that goes. And we need to figure out what the range on the cardboard is. So we need to put a glowworm down somewhere. Actually, you know what? Let's just make a really simple measuring stick. So here we go. We'll just extend this out by a couple of blocks. So if we put our glowworm down here at the start, and we put cardboard here at the end, does he move towards the cardboard? He does. Not there. No. When's he gonna start moving? There it is. Okay, so that's the range of the stick. Whatever this is. Okay, so we need to just cut from here to here. And then we basically need a stick that's this long. This is a little bit ridiculous. Let me just count here real quick. If I've done the math right, that was 85 blocks. Like, it has a range of 85 blocks before it stops moving. That's actually, like, insane. Extending a piston, like, hold on. What if we put the cardboard above it? Like, we put the cardboard there. Look at this. He's pushing this whole thing. He's trying to get that piece of cardboard. But we could put the cardboard right in the middle, and theoretically, they'd all cancel out. Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll actually have the cardboard in the middle, and if we push it forward, they'll all try and move towards it forward, and if we pull it back to the middle, then theoretically they'll all just cancel each other out, sort of. So let's just put a piston here, and we'll put it up one. Then we'll put a piece of cardboard on the end of this piston, and if it's in the middle there, it should be fine. And then if we extend this piston out to, you know, whatever, 10 blocks or something like that, then it should actually drag the whole thing forward. All right, and then we're gonna put a really simple seat setup on the back. So we're just gonna drag out a couple of lines like so. We're gonna put our seat down right across them, and we're gonna need a bearing and some suspension to get a suspension glitch going here. This is just gonna be how we turn. I'm not really worried about doing anything else with this suspension piece, to be honest. We'll grab the more powerful one, and hopefully that's enough, but here we go. We'll put the bearing down here, and then block and suspension like so, and another block, and connect that into the steering. So now if we turn to the left, it wants to turn to the left, and if we turn to the right, it wants to turn to the right, and hopefully when we're floating, this whole thing will be a lot better. So now we just gotta make it float, which, I mean, I don't know how this is gonna work. It's already, it sinks a lot. Okay, well, we got some bubble block. This bubble block apparently is really good at floating, so let's just put a bunch on the back here. Maybe a couple more. Let's see how this floats. Okay, okay, this is looking actually pretty good. Does it turn? Oh my goodness, the suspension glitch on the water is crazy good. Okay. This might actually be the entire design. This might be really, really quick. Need a little bit more in the front as well. It's dipping a little low. The wood floats, but not nearly as good as the bubble block. If we look, the bubble block has a buoyancy of 8, and the wood has a buoyancy of 6, and a little bit more weight, double the weight, or whatever the 2 versus 1 weight is. So the bubble block is super light, and of course floats. So this is our boat. This is actually pretty sick. And then all we gotta do is power the stupid thing. So let's get this little guy, put him in the boat, and we'll do them in pairs. Start with the first in the middle, and we need another one, so we can just look around on the ocean floor. We should be able to find one relatively quickly. I don't know if this is gonna work, to be honest. They kind of move straight towards the cardboard, but they also kind of have some variation to them. They're not always moving perfectly straight. Here we go. We got another one right here. Hey, buddy. All right, you are test subject number 2. The one is moving the boat. Dude, there's no cardboard. What are you doing? What are you doing, bud? You can't be doing that. We're gonna need like a cage and have all these guys rounded up. I don't know if 6 is enough. He's just moving the boat. Oh, it's just because they clip. Like, they clip into the boat a little bit. And if they clip into the side walls, it moves it. So, like, if I put them down really close to the wall, which I don't know if I can even do. Yeah, it kind of pushes it a little bit. All right, well, this is something. All right, so I grabbed a switch. Our boat is floating so far out to sea. Guys, this is a problem. We might need to do something about that. I don't exactly know how we can... Well, the good news is it works. It's not controlled yet, but guys, get back here! Where are you going, boat? We might lose the boat. It's faster than us. It's actually incredibly fast. Okay, so it works. If we can control it, it would be wonderful. Where are you guys going? We honestly, I think you need to pull them out when you're not ready to use the boat, because they just glitch into the wall and they just bring you somewhere. Guys, let's go back this way. Like, we're actually just drifting sideways at an incredible rate of speed. This is ridiculous. Guys, can we stop? Excuse me. Hey, you. Stop glitching into the wall. There we go. All right, we got to figure out that problem too, but ideally, we put a piece of cardboard. Oh, they ate it. Okay, well, you guys weren't supposed to be able to reach that. What if I put it up higher? Can you reach it if it's up here? No, you can't. Do you even care to go for it, though? See, they might have a thing built in where they don't care to try and go for it if it's not actually on their level, like they can't reach it. Oh yeah, now we're moving. This is unbelievable. Well, that's literally the best boat you could possibly make. That's so fast. That's ridiculous. Is there a weight restriction on, like, what happens if we have 6? Dude, they're so quick. They're actually so quick. This is insane. All right, let's just put 4 in. And then we're gonna wait until daytime to do a little bit more testing. Oh no, the boat's moving again. The boat's, look at this, mind of its own. See what I mean? We gotta have a way to stop that. I don't know how yet, but it's gonna go beach itself. And it's probably gonna drag itself up the beach because they don't care. They, like, hopefully it, God, it's amazing. That is the most powerful, okay, yeah, they're not powerful enough to drag the boat, thank goodness. All right, so the sun is coming back up, and I've gone ahead and gathered the full 6 glowworms. So I do have the whole vehicle on the lift right now because it kind of moves in random directions, but here we go. If we get in, you can see it's kind of drifting. One of them's like jammed into a wall weirdly, and as we move, it'll kind of shift that, but watch, let's just put some cardboard right up front. So let's actually, oh, see, here we go. One of them's jammed in the wall right now. This is the problem. See, we need to fix that. I don't know how to deal with that, but that's the problem we need to fix. So let's just put a little extension piece on the front, and let's rotate ourselves to face out. Okay, and let's see if this is faster than the 2. See, they're already moving. One's stuck into the wall, but if we put the cardboard there, now they're all moving towards it, and oh my goodness, this is incredible. Look at how fast this is. What is going on with this game? Why is this a thing? Look at them go. Oh, they all got yeeted. Oh, one's left. Okay, well, we lost them all. 6 is faster than 1. So that's something good to know. 1 is slower. This is incredible. I don't know how it's so fast, but it is. So we need to fully cage them in. At least mostly cage them in so that they can't get out. And we need to figure out this glitching thing. Like the fact that when we remove the cardboard, it still moves. So how do we stop like this? Like, see how we're just drifting slowly because he's slightly jammed into that wall. So we need to figure that part out as well. So let's actually head back to our base and do a little bit more experimenting with the cage design. To be honest, I'm pretty sure it's just as easy as, you know, putting like a whole cover like this and a single hole. So now you can reach in, grab him out, and we can click and it puts him in. So that's easy enough to do. But now he doesn't go, does he not go for that cardboard anymore? He doesn't want to go for the cardboard anymore. Are you serious? Oh, because he can't get to it. Ew, so that's a little bit difficult. We can't just fully, what if we do, he still wants to go to it because he thinks he can get to it. So if we have a cage with only a single hole, it doesn't work. What do we have? 3 holes. Okay, that's enough. And he won't be able to get out of that. So we could have cages with like 3 holes. And then, no, see, he doesn't want to go for it. So that's interesting. All right, well, we're gonna have to play around with this. I wonder if we made the cage a mesh, if this would work, because like if we do this with blocks as a grid pattern like that, it doesn't work. Oh no, it does. That's enough. Okay, so just a single slit down the middle is enough with blocks. Interesting. Is that enough? Yeah, he still wants to go towards that. Okay. Does that stop him though? Well, it does. We're not drifting randomly at all. Interesting. I wonder if we can just make... That doesn't make him drift at all. Okay, so hold on. So what if we just do that along the whole way to the back? What if we just go, you know, extra piece, like this, right? And now let's go gather more glowworms. So let's put this cardboard back up on top. And now he doesn't care. Hey, hey. He doesn't see it anymore. Interesting. But if I put him down, he does. No, he doesn't. It's like he knows he can't get there. All right, you know what? We're gonna try making the cage out of pipe pieces. And also, I just realized there's an easy way to turn this on and off because they don't care about height. Like, he doesn't care about the cardboard that he can't reach in height. So if we put a piston like this on the front and just extend it out enough so they can't, you know, grab it, and we put the cardboard there, he can't grab that cardboard, right? Oh no, don't run away. Excuse me, I need to get back in here. Yeah, he can't grab that, okay. So now if we put a switch here, and we bring that up with the switch, it's very difficult to do. Okay, so we bring this up, it's still close. Hold on, bring it up by a lot, like 11 blocks up, whatever. Turn, up. Does he stop? He does. He stops moving. So the only reason we're moving again is because he's got that weird glitch into the wall thing. And then if we bring this down, he should start moving again, right? Oh, this is amazing. This is so good. So the distance horizontally is huge, but vertically it's like nothing. This only needs to go up like 4 blocks. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build some cages, and we're gonna make them out of pipes and see if we can make some like mesh cages that they can see through and see the block, but they won't be able to get out of. I wanna have just like one hole in the top of the cage so we can put each of them in it, and then that way there's no way they can actually get out, and we'll see what that does, and then we'll deal with the fact that we're constantly drifting. Like right now, he doesn't see it, but we're still drifting because, I don't know, he's doing something weird. All right, so we're gonna try sealing in this cage and just basically have a bunch of pieces going all to the middle, like so. We might actually extend this later, depending on if this works or not. So we're just gonna build the one cage for now and hopefully get this whole thing working, but we'll leave all these extra pieces for when we get more cages, hopefully. And then this is the idea. If we make just a mesh cage, like so, with a single block in the middle, theoretically, this little worm should still be able to see the cardboard, want to go towards the cardboard, but can't actually go anywhere. So if we go like this, we can place him. Perfect. He's in the cage. All right. And now if we put the cardboard down, does he care? Let's take this off the lift. What, he just popped out? Hold on. Let's put it back in the cage. There you go. You're in the cage. Okay. And now put the cardboard. He doesn't care. This is, hold on. What if we, still doesn't care. Oh, now he cares. It needs like at least like a 3 crack. What if we just do this? What if we just leave a little slit right in the front of each cage, just like that? Is that enough? If I remove this cardboard, doesn't care. He's still jammed into the pipe though, which is still dragging us forward. We still have that permanent thrust problem. I don't really know how to fix that, but here we go. If we put him there, that's good. And then of course, if we hook that into this switch and lift that up by a bunch of blocks, he'll stop. But our vehicle's still dragging forward because he's stuck in the cage. All right, so this should actually work to help prevent him from flying out, but we still need some way of actually preventing them from dragging this thing forward. So I'm gonna play around a little bit and see if I can figure out some way to force these guys to stay in the middle of their squares. All right, so I actually think I figured out the permanent solution for all the problems, and it's actually really easy. You just gotta use a single piston like this to raise the whole thing up. So I noticed, if you see now, the platform's not moving. We're not going anywhere. Everything's good. And if we put a piece of cardboard down, he's still trying to get to that cardboard, but he can't really push the platform. Maybe it's moving the slightest little bit, but really not that much. But watch what happens if we lower this piston down. As soon as we lower it down, the cage completes itself, the objects are all in collision, and now we're moving. And then when we raise it up, we stop moving again. So I think this is actually gonna work. All we gotta do is mount all, you know what, here you go. You can have some cardboard, buddy, you've been good. But all we're gonna do is just make all our cages attached to this one piston so we can lift up all the cages. It should keep all the glow bugs inside them still. They won't be able to get out even if the cardboard is down, but it will allow us to actually prevent them from clipping when we don't want the boat to move. So this is the idea. Hopefully this works, and we can still make it the same 6-cylinder device. Now we are gonna put a second piston on the back as well, just to give it, you know, a nice stable lift. Let's actually just use some level 1 pistons for this. We can replace the piston on the front. We don't need anything too advanced for this. All right, and then the last thing we need to do is put the piece of cardboard here, but we can actually just put it, I think, right like so. And if we put it at the right height, then when we raise these pistons up, it should also bring the cardboard out of view. I'm not exactly sure what height that is. So theoretically now, if we have this whole thing, yeah, you're gonna go for the cardboard. Okay, but let's put you in here. Okay, you're gonna try and drag it. And if we have this switch attached to both of these pistons and we press the button, it raises it up by 1. And he's still moving for the cardboard. Okay, what if we bring the cardboard up by a block? Still moving for it. Okay, what's the height that the cardboard needs to be up? Up by 2? Okay, now he's not moving for it. And if we lower it, he starts moving for it. Raise it, not moving. Lower it, moving. This is awesome. I think this is literally the basis for the boat. All right, so now let's actually wait until morning, and then we're gonna throw this in the water, see if it works, and if it does, we're gonna get our buddies. But actually first, let's just make these cages a little bit more complete. So I think if we do a line straight across the middle of each one like this, it's still fine and it's enough for them to be exposed and want to go for it, right? Yeah, he still wants to go for it. Lift him up. He doesn't want to go for it. Raise it down. He does. Lift it up. He doesn't want to go for it. Lower it down. He does. Raise it up. He doesn't. And it seems like he's not even clipped. Like, he is, technically, his head is inside this bar, but he can't get out, and there's nothing he can do about it. So this actually might work. So let's just wait till morning, and we'll get this put in the water and see what happens. Alrighty, the sun is coming back up. We've got ourselves in position. We've got our little glowworm loaded. I think we're drifting still, like, the slightest little bit, even with this whole platform raised up. Like, if we turn, I think we can still kind of get him, maybe, to drift. But either way, I think this is going to work. So if we press the button, it drops down. He tries to move towards the cardboard, and that pulls us forward. And now we're moving. So let's go grab more buddies and fill up all these cages. This is going to take a while. It's very slow with a single dude. It seems like they get like bursts of speed and then go back to this slow speed. You can see we got a burst there. Now we're moving slow. We're picking up a little bit of speed, but not too much. So let's find 5 buddies for this guy and see if we can actually load this thing up fully. And now if we press this, look, it stops and we're kind of, I don't think we're moving. If we are, we're moving very slow. So I think this is actually the solution to prevent them from clipping. It might still have a little bit, especially if we like, you know, spin. Oh, did we just yeet him out? Oh, we just completely, okay, so you can't spin super quickly. You'll just yeet him. Where did he go? Did he die? I think we killed him. All right, first one down here. Not sure if this is the guy we flung out or not. Maybe that actually kills him. I'm not even sure if you can kill these guys. I haven't really tried, but I mean, who would want to? They're kind of adorable. So put him in there. He's going to go for the cardboard. We'll lift it up. Now he can't. Get this guy up in the boat as well. Hey, buddy, we got you a friend. Check it out. 2 glowworms. All right, here we go. Lower this down. Now we should be going twice as fast, right? Oh, yeah. Now we're cruising. We just got to be very careful with the steering, not to accidentally yeet them out. But look at this, the 2 of them, they're kind of working together, not really. It's like, they're definitely better. Come on, guys, you can do it. Grab the cardboard. Oh, there we go. That was a good burst of speed there for a second. Come on, guys. We need to find you guys more friends. We're going to turn this 2-cylinder into a 6-cylinder, and it's going to be wonderful. All right, does our stop still work? Look at that. That's actually pretty good. I think we drift. No. I think it's the water. I think the water screws us over. All right, are there more glow bugs? Where are all your friends? They're all hiding. They know what's coming. This is like, this is the worst job they could possibly ask for. And they know it's coming, so they're just trying to get away while they still can. All right, glowworm number 5, perfect. Now where's number 6? There's gotta be one more, probably down in this cave or something. There's usually a couple down in the bottom of these deep caves underwater. Yeah, look at that. Right down there. I'm not sure if they fall down here or they just, you know, spawn down here, but there we go. Now we should be flying. Now, hopefully with the cages, it should keep them in. And of course, the piston lifting mechanism hopefully still keeps the boat straight. It seems like a boat freaks out a little bit more. Might just be because we have 6 of them, but here we go. 6. All right. Moment of truth. Activate. Let's go. They're not nearly as fast when this thing wasn't on pistons. Now that it's on pistons, it's a lot slower. It's like it wobbles the boat back and forth. But when it was just solid wood, they were flying. They were like really, really flying. Now it's just sort of like rowing almost. It's very slow. And eventually it gets going, but then it like stops. Come on, guys. Is this like a lack of motivation? Do you need more cardboard? I wonder if our whole boat needs to be out of the water more. We have 15 more of these blocks. Does this help if we lift the whole boat out more? Not sure. What if we just put like a line right here in the middle? Help bring the boat out of the water a little bit more. Interesting. Okay, well, what if we remove the cage tops? Does that make a difference at all? Oh, we lost one. Oh, man. Okay, we lost 2. They're dying? How are they dying? They're like despawning, but it's faster without the cage tops. So we need to gather more again and try a full 6 without the cage tops, but they're dying. I don't know why they're dying off. I mean, okay, maybe I do. We're taunting them with cardboard. Did they fall down though? Are they just underwater? It looks like they actually just despawned. Yeah, no, they flat up despawned. Do you have to feed them? Do they die if you don't feed them? Or is it because maybe they're getting damaged from like clipping into the blocks? Or maybe the cage was crushing them. All right, let's fill this up with 6. Try it again. Here we go. We're lined straight up. So let's put this down and see what happens. Let's go, guys. Oh, yeah, they're so much faster without the roof. They're actually incredibly fast. This is awesome. I mean, look, but they die. They're like, and they're all dead. Well, we had a burst of speed for a bit, and then they all died. All right, I've got 2 more in the cage, and you'll notice we've put this wall here that's not attached to the pistons. It's just a static wall. I'm wondering if the problem is because there's a wall on the pistons. It's like a separate object almost, but either way, let's see what this does. So we put them in. They're both pushing on that wall. We got some good speed. We're moving. This is a great, great boat. This is unbelievably ridiculous. Now the question is, do they eventually just die? Doesn't seem like they are, actually. It seems like they're moving pretty quick, and we could, of course, fill this container up with more of them. So maybe the problem is just the fact that it was on pistons, but then, of course, if we deactivate the pistons, you can see we're still moving because they're still glitched into that wall in front of them. So this doesn't really work. So when we've got the pistons up, it actually works to stop the boat from moving because they don't collide anymore. But, of course, then they get killed for some reason. Whereas this, they don't seem to die at all. This, like, you could just use this boat forever. Unfortunately, the only way to stop this boat is to remove these guys and not have them in there or beach it or something else. So either way, I think I'm going to play around with this concept a little bit more. I don't think it's super efficient. There's got to be a better way to make this that isn't terrible. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you've got any suggestions or ideas, it seems like the piston was good for the one thing. Oh, see, look, I killed him just by, I don't know how that guy died. He wasn't even close to anything. But like, you can't move objects near them for some reason. But that guy, look, he's a trooper. And we could just use this single guy to move us forever. If we lift this up, we're still moving. But then, of course, we could just put him in the middle. And now we stop moving. Put this down, and we'll start moving again. So either way, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. I'd love to make this actually work more reliably and not constantly kill the guys. You can definitely get it going really quick. I mean, when we had 6 in there, it was flying. Like, it goes really, really fast. But if they keep dying, it's not exactly an efficient form of transportation. So if you guys have any ideas, write them down in the comments down below. I'm going to try and check them out and maybe try out a few ideas and see if I can get something working more consistently. But either way, let me know what you think. And while you're at it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll see y'all next time.